If you've been wondering whether the Travis Club is real yet, it is. I was there last week and I am going to share with you all the updates, including the infrastructure, the golf course, and the amenities. The overall neighborhood, it has jaw-dropping views of Lake Travis. It has almost 400 feet of elevation, so no panoramic views are blocked for any home. The golf course is opening summer of 2026, we hope. It has a marina, loads of amenities, and more. So stick around, you don't want to miss it. I have actual footage of the golf course at the end of the video. Hi, I'm Nicole Cooper, UT Golf alum and real estate pro. I've been helping people buy and sell in the Austin area for over 15 years, especially in golf communities. You see, I don't just know the market there, I've walked every single fairway. So if you're looking for lifestyle and location, you're in the right spot. Let's get started on Travis Club and all the most recent updates. So let's have a look at the map here. You can see we're about 45 minutes west of downtown Austin. It's just situated behind Lakeway on the Siesta Shores area. Now, this is the map of the home sites. The dark green is the land for Travis Club. They have 1,500 acres there, and all of it will be developed at some point. Speaking of that, at full development, it would be about 700 lots or 700 homes. They have room, they have water taps for 700. However, it won't be that many, and here's why. Some people are buying 2 lots together and even 3 lots together so they can either build a larger home or just have more privacy. So in the end, it will probably end up being about 600 to 650 homes in the community. So if you look at this dark green area here, and then we jump back over here onto Google Maps, basically this pin here is at the front entry gate. There will be only one gate, one main entrance, or one entrance in and out, because they want to have the highest level of security possible. The property extends down here to Siesta Shores. That's where some of the lake frontage is going to be. We're going to have the racket sports and the Covert house there, and then the other part where it's going to be on the lake where the marina is out here in this main portion. So let's look at it with their interactive map here. So if we're down here on this point, this is where the Covert house is. It is right out there at the tip of the lake. So you're going to be able to hang out there in the morning, have a cup of coffee, do happy hour in the evenings. It is super tranquil and it's going to be, I think, one of the most popular spots in the whole community. Just behind it is called the Peninsula Club. That's where we're going to have some swimming pools, we're going to have fields to play in, and the racket sports is going to be right next to it. In fact, this button right here is our racket sports area where there's going to be the tennis, pickleball, and padel. If we hop over here to the center of the community, this is where the golf course clubhouse, the pro shop, is going to be. And let's zoom in a little bit on it so I can show you where everything is going to be. There is going to be a clubhouse and a golf house. So the clubhouse is going to be where your dining and everyone can hang out in there is going to be. And then your golf house, think more like your pro shop. You're going to have eating and dining in there. In the neighborhood, you're going to have multiple dining opportunities. And then they are going to have an extensive practice facility where they're even going to have hitting bays. But we're going to go into the golf more later. I'm just giving you the lay of the land right now. I don't want to get too far into it. Also right here in the center of the neighborhood is going to be the fitness and wellness area. And then lastly, back here on this phase here of the homes will be the last ones developed, but the marina will be developed before then, and they will have more pickleball courts down there. They're going to have food trucks. They're going to have a marina house, dining patio, and a yoga deck. So that's all under construction for the marina portion out there on the north end of the property. And lastly, before we move on to the types of homes you're going to find there and then the golf course, of course, we're going to touch on the schools. This neighborhood is close enough in that it will feed into the Lake Travis ISD. Lake Travis ISD gets an A. They have 10,970 students enrolled, and that puts it at about 16.4 students per teacher. Lake Travis is not only known for strong academics, they have great sports and standout programs like your AP capstone, and robotics. It's a really good school. People move for miles to try to get into Lake Travis ISD. Let's talk about the types of homes you're going to find here in Travis Club. First of all, it is going to have to fit the architectural committee if you want to have your own builder. You can. However, they have builders already selected so that the process goes a lot smoother and a lot faster because they already know the rules of design and they're used to building in that hill country rock. So here are kind of 3 examples here. You're gonna have a lot of that modern Texas hill country design, and what that means is a mix of textures, some metal roofs, lots of glass. And of course, in this neighborhood, you're going to want lots of glass because there's views from every home. One thing they've really done well, as I've been out there, you have staggered or stacked kind of home sites. So if you're building here and there's another row of homes below you, they won't be allowed to have their roof line cut off your sight line to the panoramic view. So they have about 400 feet of elevation to work with there, and it's going to be great to keep those views in sight no matter where you build in the community. Speaking of how you build, there are 2 ways to do it basically. You buy a lot now and hire an architect and a design and a builder and build it out. Or you can buy a spec home. What is a spec home? Well, a spec home is when a developer goes in and says, you know, we're gonna build something, we're gonna design it, and then once we finish, we're gonna sell it as a completed project. So if you haven't bought in Travis Club yet and you wanna be in there sooner than later, a spec home might be the way to go. And I have a couple of examples I'm gonna show you in just a minute. But before we do that, here's the list of builders that are already in line and know how to do it, what all the parameters are. Cedar and Oak, Crabtree, Elevate, JGB, Laurel Haven, Sendero, Texas Sage, Streamline, Sullivance, Tippler, and Zabranic and Holt. So those people already know what is expected, all the design guidelines, and they're used to building on that hill country limestone rock. So here is the status of a couple of homes that are already being built. The one here with the green siding already that's the farthest along, that one is a spec home from Sendero. So this is why you would have the opportunity to move in sooner than choosing your lot and building out on it from there. So check out the view of this spec home here by Sendero. On the golf course, lake in the background. This is what you can expect in the Travis Club community. You don't get this too many other places in Central Texas. All right, let's say you're someone that can't do a spec home. You want to design your own. You want to make all the decisions. Well, there are plenty of lots available with elevation, with views. You can see like this one here, nice and high on the hill. You've got the lake in the background there. Lot pricing is going to range from $650,000 all the way up to about $3.5 million. And of course, it all depends on the size of the lot and the view that you have. But there are plenty available if you want to make your own choices. Here's another example of a lot. Up high, you've got the view of the golf course down below. And then as we pan to the left, eventually you will have just a touch of lake in the background. And there you have it between the trees there. So many of the homes or many of the lot sites out there have both the golf course and the lake from the views. And that is pretty spectacular, as we don't have any other place like that around. So as far as pricing goes, you could probably get into the neighborhood, maybe $3.5 million, and it goes up from there. The one smaller spec home, about 5,900 square feet, was gonna come in somewhere around $7 million, just to give you an idea of what these kind of price ranges are. If you want to build on your own, you could get a lot in the $650,000 range, think smaller, less of a view, and build on it maybe $500, $550 a square foot. So that'll give you an idea of what you're getting into. The sky's the limit when you go bigger, nicer, better. Before I show you those sneak peeks of the golf course, I just want to show you a little bit of the infrastructure. They do have the roads in place there, which is a big improvement. We've got machinery everywhere working, but the roads are actually in place. Here's another example of just all the work that's going on there 24/7 to get the community up and running as soon as possible. And this here will be the main entrance. Those are the guardhouses on the left there. This is the only way in and out of the community once it's all complete. And we're to my favorite part, the golf course. Beau Welling Design, 18 holes. Let me tell you, this is gonna be a player's course. We're talking, if you're playing from the tips, we've got PGA level quality out there. At least that's my opinion from what I've seen so far. I haven't been on the whole golf course, but I'm gonna show you the few holes that I've seen, and my goodness, standing on that back tee box, it's all you can handle. Let's get started here with the heart of the club. This is the driving range in the background where all that dirt is. This is the center or the heartbeat of the neighborhood, and we're going to be coming up onto the clubhouse. They have started excavating for the foundation, so soon they will pour the foundation, I would guess within a week or two, but you'll see a big hole as we come around the corner right up here, and hold on just a moment, right up here, that is where the clubhouse is going to go, right there, and this is the golf house. And then as you come up to the top, that will be one end of the driving range and the practice area. From this angle, we're sitting up top of behind the clubhouse hole there is, and then over to the left, that's going to be the putting green and chipping area, and then out there is the driving range in the distance. Down to the bottom of this golf house here, there's going to be the hitting bays that you can, with all the computerized TrackMan and stuff inside there. Are you excited yet to see the golf course? Well, here is the view. We're heading down the hill. This is number 4 down the fairway right there, and then that bridge takes you over to number 5, the Peninsula hole, the signature hole, and we'll see that in more detail in just a minute. This is also heading out towards the Covert house where you can hang out in that outdoor area overlooking the lake. Before we head to that signature hole, we're here at number 2. It is a par 4 heading downhill, and wow, look at this vista here. Isn't that cool? And here is number 2 from the tee box. See what I mean by it's all you can take as a PJ? This is a par 4. You got to hit it out there first and then hit it down towards the green. But it's absolutely beautiful views out there. Wouldn't you agree? Comment below if you think this is going to be just a crackerjack golf course. And here we are. That's number 4 in the background. We are panning around from the tips tee box out to the green of number 5. Out there on that peninsula, that is where the green is for number 5. And look at the gorgeous view of the lake all the way around. That just doesn't happen on any other course around Austin. Well, I take that back. Austin Country Club. But that's on Lake Austin, not Lake Travis. Let's talk membership. It's $150,000 all in for the initiation, and then the dues will be about $15,000 a year. These prices are all subject to change, but currently that's where they are. With the purchase of a home site, that includes $80,000 towards your membership. So if you wanted to add the golf on, it would only be an additional $70,000 to have the full membership there. And if you don't want the golf, you can get just the social membership that comes with your property purchase, and that would be $10,000 a year in dues. As far as the membership, it is a vertical style membership, and that means your extended family gets more opportunity to play than normal. I'll give you the details, just comment below and I'll explain them to you in person. Lastly, let's talk amenities. What comes with that huge initiation fee and the golf membership? Well, you get a marina, you get racket sports, you get dining options, multiple dining options, some more casual, some more relaxed. If you're in for the full membership, you get that 18 holes of golf, and look at here is the driving range, the hitting bays over to the left. You've got the putting green just in the back there. You're going to have swimming pools, kids areas, spa, yoga, wellness, and 30 miles of trails, hiking, biking, walking. It's going to be a very, very unique and wonderful community that has everything you want to do. It's going to be that combines lake, leisure, golf, and new homes all in one. So for the pros and cons, like I just said, it's going to combine lake, leisure, golf, and new construction all in one. You're going to have unmatched lake access and views. It's a gated community. It's going to be super, super safe and private. It feeds into strong schools, and it has a nature-first vibe. What's not so great? Well, if you need to be in downtown Austin often, it's about a 45-minute commute, so keep that in mind. Next, price is pretty steep. And lastly, you're betting on the future. Nothing is there yet, so you don't really know how the membership vibe is going to be. You don't really know when it's all going to be. You don't know when your house is going to be complete. You don't know when the swimming pools or the marina or anything is going to be complete. Sure, there are plans in place, but as we all know with new construction and new building, it never really goes exactly to that timeline. So it's a bit more uncertainty in this new neighborhood. But then again, when you're in there first, you can help create the vibe going forward. So you choose, is it a pro or is it a con? Here's what I tell my clients. If you value peace, privacy, and views, and top-notch golf is worth the drive. So if you want to go see what Travis Club is all about, all you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, and we will get it all squared away for you. We are always here to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Can't wait to see you around town.